everybody, Terry Carl Joyedian here with Law 31 of Dave Asprey's Game Changers, What Leaders, Innovators, and Mavericks Do to Win at Life. And this law is heal like Wolverine, age like Benjamin Button. And I'm going to start backwards today with the action steps. What Dave suggests is first considering your 3 most significant injuries or accidents. Think about what they were. And then look at any lingering pain or stiffness from those. And he says it's time to fix it. And finally, do you have any chronic pain that's not from an injury, that could be from unresolved emotional trauma? And he says to revisit laws about healing from trauma in his book. Basically, this is all about investing in yourself, investing in your biological hacks for finishing up that section in his book. And he says before you go under the knife, consider other options. He has had surgeries, he had multiple surgeries on his knees, and has had points in his life where he was really just not knowing what to do. He was in so much pain, so miserable, so sick, and he really turned his life around from the desire to be able to be the best he could be, to be the most efficient, to be the most effective, to really hack life. And that's his desire, his goal for life. Most of this particular law, this chapter section, is about stem cell therapy, which I really knew little about. And what I did know was just bits and pieces of the controversy around it. And he says this is a huge potential for us now because stem cells now can be taken from our own bodies and put in the areas where they need to be put, so they're not even the issues of the past. And he says as this continues to be studied and practiced, the treatments are becoming more and more affordable. So there's huge potential in this area of biology and of biohacking. He says that chronic pain leads to dysfunction in other parts of your body, because this is something I remember from when I used to work at the Kirk Center. They talked about how you may have an injury, but your other parts of your body may compensate for that injury. So you may have strained other parts of your body. You may feel pain in other parts of your body related to a point that you are unexpecting would be related to it. So it's really important to rebalance yourself, to treat those injuries, to treat that pain as quickly as possible, because otherwise it will just spread. So as I mentioned, he talked about stem cells, taking stem cells from one part of the body, injecting them in another part of the body. He's had, he talks about how you can use them for injuries, how you can use them for intimacy, how you can use it to reset your body's stress response. He personally has treated chronic pain from multiple injuries. He talks about how he played soccer and he was overweight at the time. He was really inflamed at the time because of, I think he said it was mold he was exposed to. He didn't even realize till later. So he had all of these issues and he was really pushing his body. And as I mentioned, he ended up having 3 knee surgeries, had a screw put in his knee, and was just in a lot of pain. So he had multiple injections done. It helped him enormously. Immediately started treating the pain. The injections, the multiple injections I just said, were all done at once. He had one treatment, injections in all the different places where he was experiencing pain, and he immediately experienced relief, and he went back. He used it to help with intimacy. He also had injections done in his muscles in the neck that were putting pressure on the nerves in his arm. He said the particular doctor that he went to, the specialist, worked with Major League Baseball players, worked a lot with pitchers, saw the effect of how this muscle could affect other parts of the body, I think particularly, from that motion. So he had a similar injury. He had that injection done. Let's see if I have it mentioned here. But he also says that when he originally consulted about what to do about this pain, the first doctors he went to, or doctor, suggested removing a rib which he said would have affected the rest of his life, would have caused other pain, and this injection took care of the problem. And finally, he talks about how he injected stem cells into his vagus nerve to reset the stress response. He said it's like resetting your computer. And I'm not sure what to put there, but he said once that happened, he noticed improved cognitive function. He also, I think, had treatment done on his sinuses that increased his vision. So just everything he tried, he saw improvement when he was targeting various areas. And he said this can be helpful for people who, I think he mentioned PTSD. This reset in particular can help with resetting that stress response, because you do hold trauma in parts of your body. So pretty interesting stuff. As I mentioned before, he's all about biohacking. He really believes in reducing the degenerative effects of aging through these different practices he's studying and sharing with us. And he wants everybody to have this experience, and he sees as the price continues to go down that more and more we will be able to benefit from these innovative procedures, these innovative ideas. So I hope you enjoyed this law. We'll be moving on to part 3. I believe is the last part, which is about being happier. So I'm super excited about this, as I mentioned in the last video, being the Joyedian. If you haven't yet checked out the other videos, please do. They're in this playlist to go through all the previous laws. I will continue until we get through law, I think 45 is the last one. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to keep receiving them. And we will see you again next time. Much love and many blessings to you all. Bye now.